What is up, guys? Welcome back to Take It to the House. My name is Zach. I am no longer numb. As of last week, I was numb, and Thatcher had to do the intro last week, and he felt really bad for me, but still laughed at me because, we're just great friends. But I'm with Thatcher today. Elijah is not able to join us today. He got bombarded with articles from the NIT tournament, some March Madness stuff, and some other softball and baseball starting to kick off here at the U. So he's got bombarded, and he's also going to the pro day tomorrow, so he's preparing for that. But it's gonna be me and Thatcher today. We're gonna be doing our bracket for the men's tournament, I believe. Just the
Yeah.
men's today. We were on a little bit of a time crunch today, so we won't have time to do both the women's and the men's. But yeah. But how quick few updates is that Fields has been traded to the Steelers. Kenny Pickett has been traded to the Eagles. I don't know if that happened after we recorded. I think it did. But yeah, that was really a wild sequence right there with Fields going to Pittsburgh, Pickett going to Philly, and
Yeah.
Pickett got traded because he didn't want to sit behind Russ the whole day or the whole year, which was the stupidest thing in my opinion. Just because you're sitting behind someone who's more experienced, you can learn from them. You
Yeah.
know?
I mean, it's funny too, because then he went somewhere where he's going to be even more of a backup.
Yeah, exactly. But and then Thatcher's excited for this too. Chase Young has signed a 1 year, fully guaranteed 13 million contract, but he's having neck procedure this week, so he will not be available till training camp. But how hyped are you about the Chase Young signing?
I'm surprised. I didn't think that he would come to New Orleans. Feel like we generally are unlucky with free agent signings, but I will take it. I think it's big, and it completely changes the way we have to draft now because you could argue our number one need was edge rusher, and now we don't need one as badly. So um, maybe we'll trade up, maybe we'll stay where we're at, maybe we'll draft a receiver, whatever. But I think it's a good signing, and to have him and Cameron Jordan, I think that's gonna be sweet. And Brian Brzee was really good last year, so
Yeah,
I don't
his
know. I'm pretty stoked. It's kind of frustrating about the neck surgery thing, but I don't find it that big of a deal. He'll be back. He won't be available for training camp, but like whatever.
he's having for preseason at least though.
Yeah, and I mean, the longer rest that he gets after surgery, the better. In my
Exactly.
opinion.
Yeah. But do you know Denver's rumored to get Tannehill? Did you know that?
That'd be so dumb.
I know. But
No, but that'd be so stupid.
hmm So okay. March Madness bracket. You wanna share your screen?
Yeah. Okay. So obviously, get this. So as we all know, can I not make this full? Weird. There we go. Come on, we'll get there. As we all know, wow, now I have another. UConn won it last year, and they're looking to go back to back. They would be like the first team to go back to back in I think 17 years is what people were saying.
Yeah.
So, we'll have to just see what happens, but they are favorites. I think significant favorites too. So that's just something to look out for. So I think we'll go all the way down this side, and then we can go all the way down the other side,
Yep.
rather than fill in the whole thing. So,
Yep.
Zach, any notes before we get going, or are you ready?
We're good, I think. I think it's just cool that Utah could have gotten in if they beat Colorado.
I don't think that's cool. I think it sucks.
I mean, it sucks, but it would have been cool if we could have gotten in after beating Colorado, but Colorado took our spot. But they are in the National Invitation Tournament, which is cool. It's the first time
The
since
not
we've
in
had a
tournament.
postseason. Huh?
I said the not in tournament.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking it was actually called for a while too, believe it or not.
Well, it's just I don't know. I think it's really frustrating because I
Yeah.
think you have BYU and Utah State that are both in there, and Utah's not in there. So step it up.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
I'm just gonna see if I can make this seriously full screen. Bang. Okay. So start off. I'm gonna. Oh, now it's not letting me. Hang on. Oh, it's over here. There we go. Black. Okay. I would take UConn. Obviously, I
Yep.
think they're even though I don't have 100% positivity they're gonna go back to back. They're gonna cruise.
They are.
FAU Northwestern. I think it could go either way. It's not really an upset. I've been hearing that Northwestern's actually pretty good. So in most of mine, I've been taking Northwestern. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I really liked FAU last year.
Right.
They were pretty much underdogs, upsetting teams. They upset Purdue last year.
Right.
So I think their FAU might be a little bit more of a sleeper than Northwestern, and I would say FAU just because if they have been winning games constantly, consistently, and they really haven't a lot of lost pieces that have been lost, throughout the season and last year, I think FAU can pull through and make it to the second round.
Okay. I've been taking San Diego State. A lot of
Yep.
people like the 5-12 upsets, but I don't think it's going to happen on this one. San Diego State is playing some really good basketball still, and UAB barely snuck in, so I would take
hmm
yeah.
I would say it's the same for Yale and Auburn. Like Auburn's more favored than Yale, and Yale kind of snuck in.
Auburn's really, really good. I would say
hmm
they're a sleeper in the whole tournament, so they're really good.
I remember,
I've been taking Duquesne because I won't even take BYU,
yeah,
regardless of what bracket they're in.
screw that.
So next, Illinois, they're another massive sleeper here. A lot of people really like Illinois. They've been playing some of the best basketball, and they've been beating like higher teams. So I don't think it's much of a I don't think there's a upset potential here really.
hmm
So here's where a lot of people have an upset, and I've been back and forth on it, but 10 seed Drake versus 17 Washington State. Washington State have actually been playing pretty well, but a lot of people are liking the way that Drake's playing, and they just feel like this might be a matchup for them. What do you think?
Yeah, there's definitely gonna be a matchup. And just like with all players and stats, like they've been pretty consistent with how they've been playing. So I think it just definitely depends on like how everything goes. Like Washington's averaging more statistically wise in rebounds and offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, assists. It's just like I think if Washington State takes advantage of those rebounds, that gives them more scoring opportunities for that team, you know. And same with Drake. I mean, they've been averaging more field goals than Washington State has been. But if Washington State can just get like a full head of steam at the start before the first time out, I think they'll win this game. But it can go either way as well. But I'm gonna take Washington State. I like they're pretty more better defensively. Yeah, I would say Iowa State as well.
Yeah, there you go. I was just gonna do quick. I think Iowa State's another like kind of dark horse sleeper for the whole tournament. So
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think they cruise in the first one.
hmm
Okay, go another West. I think we have to take UNC here. They're still such an amazing team. And they have like fifth year seniors playing in their team, so a lot
hmm
of experience there.
hmm
Michigan State's been
I
really
really.
inconsistent,
hmm
and that's why I've been taking Mississippi State. Is that Michigan State, while they have bigger names and they've been putting up points and stuff, they have been really hot and cold, and you can't be hot and cold in a tournament.
Yep, definitely. But I would say, Michigan State's been playing pretty well the previous years in the tournament, making it to at least to the Sweet 16. And I think they actually made it to the Elite Eight last year, right? If I don't,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think if their I guess they don't have their coach anymore, actually. I just forgot about that. I don't know, actually, now that I think about it. I would, I'll let you take this one because I really don't know.
Okay, I'm picking Mississippi State. Okay, here's where so many people are loving Grand Canyon. They've been actually on fire.
So is St.
And
Mary's, though. St. Mary's has been on fire, too.
yeah, but you need to look up Grand Canyon's schedule then because they've been dominating people. I think St. Mary's have been doing really well too, but I know Grand Canyon a lot of people are high on. I think I'd be cautiously optimistic with Grand Canyon, um, but I picked them in most of mine. I know St. Mary's have been playing well, but I know Grand Canyon. This is like one of their first opportunities to play in the tournament in a long time, and they've been playing really, really good basketball.
Did they make it
And
last year?
nothing's more important to come into the tournament than with momentum.
Whoa. Hey, real quick. Um, Side note, Otani's interpreter just got fired.
Hmm?
Otani's interpreter just got fired.
Okay.
That's kind of weird. I don't know why that's breaking news, but
I don't
sorry, I'm looking up Grand Canyon's schedule real quick. Um, the Lopes.
just take Bama on this one, by the way, because I've
Yeah. Bama's been so consistent. Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Hmm. Yeah, give me Grand Canyon.
Okay, cool. All right, and then we took Bama.
Hmm.
I still think Bama's gonna choke though, but I
Yeah, I
think
do too.
Bama. Okay, so here's another team that a lot of people like, or another upset that a lot of people like. New Mexico versus Clemson. I believe that New Mexico is actually pretty closely ranked with Clemson overall, anyways.
Hmm.
Um, and they've been playing some of the best basketball in the Mountain West, killing it. A lot of people actually have them going pretty far. Clemson still pretty good in the Big East. Definitely not the best team there, but they've still been pretty decent.
Yep, definitely. I agree.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking New Mexico.
Okay.
I think
And
they're
then I
pretty
think this
even.
one's not much of a big debate, right? Okay.
It's Colgate. No, kidding.
Colgate. The
Colgate.
toothpaste. Okay, Dayton, Nevada. Both teams actually been playing pretty well, but there's not really a more hot team in the country coming into this tournament than Nevada. I believe they won like 19 out of their last 20 or something like that.
Hmm.
Something insane roll. Dayton's still good, but I think again, when you talk about a tournament, you want to come into the tournament playing some of your best basketball, and Nevada been doing that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Dayton's always been a sleeper in these tournaments as well. Um, so that's a toss up for me as well. And
Yeah,
yeah,
I've been
we
kind of
took
going back and
Arizona.
forth. Most of my brackets, I've been taking Nevada, but it's kind of back and forth.
Yeah, and I do agree with the Arizona pick too, by the way.
Yeah, I think I'll do this. I think that Long Beach State, it's awesome that they could get back in. But I think Arizona is a powerhouse. Even though they may not win it all, they're
hmm
still favored for sure. And the Final Four is in Phoenix, so
That's sick. I
that'd
like
be
it might
sick.
be going.
All right, other side, South. I would take Houston for sure.
Yep,
I think Houston are one of the best teams in the tournament. Nebraska A&M, I think that's a toss up for me. I've been going back and forth. What do you think?
I think A&M. They've been playing really consistent.
Okay, here's the 5 versus 12 matchup that I've been looking for personally. I think that James Madison is the better team here.
Yep, I
I
agree.
think Wisconsin is such for them to get the 5 seed and then have to play James Madison. So I've been thinking James Madison. What do you think?
I like James Madison. Yeah.
And then I think we take Duke. I think
Mm,
even though they're not as good as they have been, I just see their experience taking them over Vermont. I don't know about James Madison, but I think that they will get it done against in the first round.
definitely. And I would say the same thing with Texas Tech because I haven't really seen NC State in the tournament as well.
Okay, fair. I like the NC State. I think it could go either way, but
Hmm.
Kentucky over Oakland. I don't think it's super close in my opinion. I don't think Oakland's been playing well enough to stop Kentucky. And Boise, I actually have been picking pretty consistently Boise State or Colorado. I think Colorado is actually one of the best teams, like one of the most underrated teams. And I think if it's Colorado, I think they'll for sure beat Florida.
Hmm.
And if it's Boise State, then I think they could. So most of them I've been picking this.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it just kind of depends how those games go tonight because we also have Montana State and Grambling. So, um, yeah, I would say give me Boise, Colorado
Okay.
for
And
whoever.
then I know a lot of people have been thinking that this could be an upset here. It's been one of the most predicted upsets in the first round, but
Mm.
I still think Marquette are really good.
Yeah, I think so as well.
So,
It's
okay.
like having like Murray State when Ja was there.
Yeah. Okay. I think we take Purdue, right? They've been one of the best.
I think Purdue loses again.
I don't think in the first round, though.
They lost last year in the first round.
They're better this year for sure. They are.
Mm. Okay, let's go Purdue.
And we have to take the Utah State Aggies. We have to.
Hmm.
Okay. Here we go. What are your
This
thoughts on the next two games?
Gonzaga's been so inconsistent this year, and it really sucks because we lost so many pieces in the last 3 years since making it to the final, and we lost to Baylor. But I'd say give me Gonzaga. I think they'll make it past the first round at least.
Okay.
So, and then Kansas, I just give me Kansas already.
Okay. Just so you guys know, I disagree with both of those. I have McNeese and Stanford both playing. Stanford, Kansas has been pretty inconsistent all year. I just realized this has been over here the whole time.
Oh my
Um,
Lord.
it's been pretty inconsistent all year. And They just lost one of their best players to injury. He won't be playing in the tournament. So
That's great.
in my bracket, I'm taking Stanford and McNeese, but that's all good.
I think this would be an upset as well. Oregon.
I take Oregon for sure. I think the way that they handle themselves in the Pac-12 championship, incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I think Creighton for sure. I think they're
Mm-hmm.
the way better team here. Texas, Colorado State, I think it could go either way, but I think Texas is the better team, and I think
Texas is a better team because they upset Bama a few weeks ago.
yeah. So I'll take Texas. And then
I
I
would take
think
Tennessee.
even though St. Peter's is like a cool underdog and they have been, I think I would still take Tennessee.
Definitely.
So okay, cool. First round done. All right. We can probably cruise through these a little quicker. I think
Yep.
UConn, I don't think there's much debate.
No.
FAU are good, but not that good. I think for me, I think Auburn's one of the better teams in the whole country, so I'll take Auburn. Agree with
Mm-hmm.
those two so far.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, what about these next two? Who you taking?
I would take Washington State.
Really over Iowa State?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I'd probably take Illinois in that one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then North Carolina. And give me Grand Canyon because Bama, I don't like Bama no more.
I've been doing that too. Yeah. Okay. And then I would take, for me, I think New Mexico win that first game. I think it's super cool, but Baylor been really good this year. So I'll take Baylor. And then I think Nevada are still good, but I think Arizona's just better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think Houston's the best team, like one of the best teams in the country. So
I do think that James Madison will upset Duke.
yep, this has been one of my picks right here, is this two for right here.
Mm-hmm.
I think Texas has been good, but Kentucky's like experience and just kind of the way that they play, I just have a feeling that they'll get it done.
Yeah, definitely.
And then this one could be a toss-up. So here's my thinking, Zach. I think if it's Colorado who wins, I think Colorado could beat Marquette.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if it's Boise State, then Marquette will beat them.
Yeah.
So I feel like for this reason, I think we should pick Marquette just because we don't know.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So okay. And then
I
I don't think Utah State are good enough to upset Purdue personally.
I think there's a
they're
chance.
good.
I think there's a chance.
For sure, I think there's a chance, but I think now don't get me wrong. I don't think Purdue make it very much farther, but I think that they have more experience and they're battle tested against bigger teams, and I think that they'll beat Utah State.
Yeah. I would say just for the fun of it, we just take Utah State, but it's okay.
You got to choose these two, which
I'll
are
let you.
both wrong.
I will let you just choose these.
I don't care. You choose. I think if you had to make me choose one, I'll choose Gonzaga because I think I don't think Kansas are nearly as good.
Gonzaga's been so inconsistent this year.
Yeah, but Kansas have been bad and their best players out.
Yeah, I guess let's go Gonzaga.
Okay, I like Creighton a lot this year. I think this could be one of the years that they make it out. So I think Oregon's really good and they proved an upset, but I don't think they're going to get two in a row.
I agree.
And I think Texas is pretty good, but I think Tennessee is
just bigger.
Yeah. So, okay, back up. Here we go. Okay. This matchup I'm so hyped for.
Yeah, if it actually does
if it really happens, I think it could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
Auburn won the SEC championship, been one of the better teams this year. And then you also have Illinois, who have been on fire, and Washington State, who got through. So what do you think about these two?
I think this is where UConn loses.
Okay.
I think Auburn upsets UConn. And then I think Washington State actually upsets Illinois.
I think you're really high on Washington State, and it's really interesting.
I am, because they've been so good defensively this year. And that defense definitely wins you games, especially in basketball.
Fair.
And they have
I think
bodies.
James Madison, the run comes to an end. I think they have two cool upsets, and I think they lose to the better team. And then I think, considering neither of us, like, we weren't fully confident on Marquette getting through, I think we picked Kentucky, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
So only one seed so far. Only the one seed so far has made it through. So the Elite Eight.
Yeah. Okay. And then down here, I think Grand Canyon is the same thing as James Madison, where like they've had two really cool games and they play just the better team and they lose.
Yep.
I think this one is a toss-up.
Definitely.
I think that either one of these. I don't think that either one of them make it past North Carolina, anyways.
I think
So I think
Arizona.
maybe just give it to Arizona because they're the better team, and then North
Yeah.
Carolina.
Hmm.
Okay, but we'll wait. All right, Purdue Gonzaga. I still don't think Purdue are that good, but I also don't think Gonzaga are that good. My
Do they
bracket
still
doesn't
have?
even look like this.
Do they still have
So
that really tall dude?
Purdue,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm, I don't know.
So here's my thinking.
Mm,
I guess we'll put Purdue. I
mm.
think Purdue loses to either of these two teams.
I think it's more likely Tennessee makes it through than Creighton.
Okay, that's fine too. Okay. All right. So we're down to our Elite Eight. So we got Auburn with against Washington State, who has beaten two big time favorites on the way, and then you have Houston versus Kentucky. This is a sick matchup.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially look at their logos. It's like the same.
Hmm.
So I would take Auburn. I think Washington
Yeah,
State ends up
this is where the run
finally coming
ends.
back down to earth. Yeah. And then I still think Houston's like probably one of the best teams in here.
Yep, definitely.
Okay, cool. And then for our last one, we have North Carolina. We both would pick them to beat Arizona, and then we would both pick Tennessee to beat Purdue. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So that leaves us with the final four of Houston versus Tennessee and Auburn, the 4 seed, against North Carolina. Where would you lean on each one?
I lean more towards Auburn.
Okay, just to upset and just kind of
Yeah,
keep rolling.
and just kind of have some fun with this as well. We're not doing
Mm-hmm.
this legit, but
I would say I agree, but then I would probably take Houston.
definitely Houston's been really consistent each year.
Yeah.
So, and I think this
Okay,
is
and then in the final
I
on
want.
April 8th, we're taking.
Hmm, who would you take?
I mean, personally, I think Houston would probably win, but I think it'd be fun to take Auburn.
I think so too.
Bang.
I
And how
think
many points are going to be scored between the two teams?
at least 110.
Between the two? You think that it's only going to be 110?
Yes.
You think the winning score could be like 55 to 50?
Oh wait, sorry,
So
150.
how about like 180?
I'd say 172.
Okay.
I think that's a
And
fair.
Auburn are your national champions, everyone.
And we hit
Are
submit.
and submit it. And I'll name the bracket real quick too.
Yeah, you do that.
I don't know where to submit it. Bang. Okay, so here I'll change it here. Settings. TITTH. Save
Hey,
settings. Okay.
because it's the first three letters.
Bang. Okay. So, I think it's gonna be a super fun tournament this year. Zach is clearly very high on Washington State.
Mhm.
I think this is where UConn either gets upset one or here.
I agree too.
Now here's what I'll caveat that with. I think in my opinion, I think it's going to be Illinois or Iowa State versus UConn here.
Hmm.
But I think if UConn are to get upset, it's going to be here. But I will say if they make it past this stage, I think they go back to back.
Definitely, I agree.
So, it'll be an interesting one for sure. We took a sleeper just because hey, it's fun, and there's no reason that we can't just have a little bit of fun with our pick. So that is our March Madness. Bang.
Bang. Oof. I was gonna say something I forgot. I think Champions is next week. Is it the week after?
No, we got a minute.
Yeah, we do. But we did not go over this last week, but the drawing for the Champions League was on Friday. Manchester City is facing Madrid, and Arsenal has Bayern Munich. And then I can't remember the other matchups off the top of my head right now because I am an Oompa
FC
Loompa.
Barcelona are playing PSG.
Yep.
And Dortmund are playing Atletico Madrid.
Yes. And that's it.
And the bracket would go that way. So the winners of Madrid City play the winners of Arsenal Bayern, and then the winners of PSG Barca play the winners of Dortmund and Atleti.
So yeah,
It'll be
me and Thatcher might hate each other for like a few weeks.
yeah, it'll
So
be interesting how it goes.
definitely. But that should do it for us. I don't think
Yeah,
we have anything else to add right now. It's gonna be a little bit of a slow week, but once next week kicks off, then it's gonna be smooth rolling from there. We do have NBA playoffs coming up in a few weeks. We do have National Hockey League, NHL playoffs coming up. And then we're fresh off the start with the Major League Soccer season, and Champions League is not Champions League, all the normal leagues, Premier, La Liga, and all those leagues are starting to wrap up as well. Probably like 10 more matches, I believe, is left. So, and then we got champions for the summer, and yeah, then we reset, go to football, and got the draft coming up in a month as well. We're
yep.
excited to do our mock draft, and hopefully Elijah can actually be here with us this time, that little loser. But yeah, anything else you want to add before we go?
No, I think we're good. I think I'm excited to watch March Madness like all day tomorrow. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, we're gonna be watching during when we're all hanging out, huh?
Yep, it'll be fun.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Well, enjoy your March Madness. Enjoy all your sports this week. I will definitely be enjoying my birthday, which is on Sunday. So exciting. But hope you guys have a great rest of your week. A little bit more shorter one this week just because there's not a lot going on. But we're always happy to do a bracket. It's always fun. And
Yeah.
obviously we wish Elijah was here, but we understand he got bombarded with articles he was telling us. So, but alrighty, guys, we will catch you guys next week. Take it easy. Bye, guys.
Okay. Yeah.